What if I told you Cleopatra wasn't who you think she was? The Queen of Egypt, immortalized in Hollywood as a white Mediterranean ruler, was actually African. This is just one of the many truths buried in the sands of time. Welcome to a deep dive into African history. Let's start with Cleopatra. Egyptian historians and renowned Sudanese British journalist Zainab Badawi argue that Cleopatra was part of the Ptolemaic dynasty, deeply rooted in African history. This challenges the Eurocentric narrative that she was not African. Why does this matter? Because history shapes identity. Now, let's talk about colonialism. Badawi points out that colonialism forced African economies into a monoculture, exporting raw materials instead of building industries. This wasn't just a historical event, it's a modern crisis. African nations still struggle to industrialize because of this colonial legacy. But here's the twist, Badawi says African rulers made this bad hand even worse. This is a controversial take, but it's backed by facts. Post-colonial leaders often fail to break free from colonial economic structures, leaving their countries dependent on raw material exports. Fast forward to today. Africa is rising in global geopolitics, but the scars of history remain. The fight for educational equity in central Brooklyn, as documented in the podcast School Colors, mirrors struggles across Africa. The erasure of black thinkers and activists from mainstream history, as highlighted by Push Black's Black History Year podcast, shows how much work remains. So why was this history buried? Who benefited? The answer is simple: power. Eurocentric narratives maintain control by erasing African agency. But the truth is coming out, one podcast at a time. What does this mean for you? It's time to rethink what you know. History isn't just about the past, it's about the future. Africa's story is still being written, and you're part of it.